Are you stuck just waiting for that big break to come?
Stop waiting for opportunities and start creating your solutions.
And we're going to show you how. I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky.
You are too.
Stop waiting and start creating. That's the philosophy of living lucky, by the way.
It's one of those things where sometimes we sit around and we wait for our ship to come in. We wait.
Wait, you did say ship. Right?
SHIP, like Patrick. Yeah, it's we're waiting for that lucky break. We're waiting for our lucky opportunity. We're waiting for someone to show us the door.
We're waiting for the universe to provide for us.
Yeah. Passive waiting.
Instead of showing up and saying, how can I contribute to
and
this whole
and what happens
process?
Is it turns into this passive hoping or passive. It can be, it's just a lot of passive non-action. And what I think we're trying to do is just encourage people to get active in the creating what they want in life.
Well, the more we wait, the more we start stacking limiting beliefs of why it's not happening.
Right. Because
this podcast is a prime example. We have been doing this podcast audio style for 6 years now. And we have toyed with the video portion many, many times. And yet every time we step into that realm, we have limiting beliefs like, oh, it's not professional enough.
We hit a roadblock.
Yes, we can't do this ourselves.
This is too technically difficult.
We need help. So we're constantly, I'm sitting here waiting for my fairy producer to come and say,
hiring
you know what?
people in other countries to come here and help set up the studio.
Yes, I'm like waiting for that perfect person to say, I have all your answers and I'm going to figure this out for you, Jana. And I'm going to take all of the hard work of recording it and all those little challenges that you're facing, and I'm going to upload it for you. And I'm going to even help take away the pain if nobody listens, because I'm going to do all the promotion for you. And
give you all the little clips to run on your social media.
Yes.
I'm going to give you the pack and play. All you got to do is just take it out of the box and run it.
Yes. And I realized, you know what? I'm avoiding the reps. It's like going to the gym.
I want the muscles. I just don't want to do anything for them.
Yeah. Yes.
And oftentimes that's what we think that we're putting in the reps by showing up at the office or showing up in our relationships. We think we're putting in the reps.
Because that's what I've been thinking. I'm like, you know what? I'm showing up 3 times a week doing this audio podcast.
We're spending the time in between researching and doing the thought processes.
Changing thousands of lives, helping people transform their limitations. I've been doing the work. What's up? Help me out, universe.
We've even been working with our own coaches.
And I've realized the universe is waiting for me.
There it is. It's always waiting for us. And we talk about this. So we talk about this because we see it in ourselves and other people.
Yes.
Where it's like, it's easy to see looking out.
It's easier to see other people stink. Isn't it?
That's so funny.
I hate to say it like that, but it's so true. Like, I can smell other people, but I can't always smell myself.
It's why we're so good at giving our best friends advice. Because like I can see the label on your box, girl.
I should start giving that best friend in the mirror advice. That's what I need to start doing.
That's all it is. It's saying, how can I look at what's going on here in my life objectively?
Because it's so easy to look at your best friend and go, you know what? I could solve their problem.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to say it to them, too directly, because I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to.
And sometimes we will
insult them,
but we won't listen to ourselves, because there's that I'm not enough. It's going to hurt. It's going to be hard.
That's it.
All these little things that we tell ourselves behind the wall.
Deep down, we are avoiding those emotions, and it usually comes down to there's 3 limiting beliefs. I'm not enough. It's available for others, but not for me. And the third limiting belief is I'm different.
Different. That was one of my biggest things when we would go to personal development conferences and things like that. And that final offer was made of, hey, we can get you through this. We can help you make that major transition in life.
For $57,000.
And I would say, I appreciate that. And I know you can because I see it happening for everyone else. I'm different. My problems are different. I'm on this island by myself and I know I'm smart. I know I can figure it out. I will figure it out because I'm different from these people.
And you know what? By just having those thoughts and those feelings, you are waiting.
Yes, exactly. 100%.
For the universe to provide for you instead of stepping into it and saying, okay, I'm all in.
And the truth
I'm
is,
going to do this, even if it means making some sacrifices.
I may be unique, but we are all traveling on a very similar highway.
We are all the same. We are all the same. We're all connected. I
100%.
read hundreds of books. I watch so many documentaries, and I start looking at people from all over the world, which we've traveled and spoken, and people come to us. And when you start really listening to what people are thinking, feeling,
what they
the
want,
challenges that they have, what their goals and dreams are, we are all the same. All the same.
And what I'm trying to say is we're all the same. We all have our own unique flavor. So it's our own unique individuality, and that's the spice that we add to the world.
Oh.
So we are all.
What kind of spice am I? I'm very spicy. I know this.
You're Chipotle with a flair of like lemon lime and. Like,
I don't know.
You got a little bit of all of it in there.
What's your
spice? You're the
spice?
right spice for me. I'll tell you that.
A little sassafras, I think.
It's one of those things where we can get around those beliefs of I'm not enough. It's available, but not for me. Because if it's available for anyone, it's available for everyone. That's a fact.
Okay, so let's go through. I want to chunk this down into 3 steps. How do we stop waiting and start creating?
Well, what's the opposite of stop?
Start.
There you go. And that's one of the things we talked about it in a podcast a couple times ago where we talked about the kids working with the spaghetti and the marshmallows.
Yes.
They just start playing. They don't worry about, is it right? Is it wrong? They just start playing to build this little tower out of marshmallows and spaghetti sticks.
What he's referring to is a study where they had CEOs, they had geniuses, they had college graduates, engineers, different groups of people. And then they had a group of kindergartners, and they gave them the challenge of making a tower out of spaghetti sticks and marshmallows. And believe it or not, out of all the architects and all of the
all these educated
people,
adults, the kindergartners win.
The kindergartners actually won because they just started playing. And they weren't afraid of making mistakes. They also weren't afraid of speaking up.
Or overthinking.
Their feelings weren't getting in the way, getting offended that someone didn't like their idea, right? Yeah. And they just started playing.
And I think that's one of the things, just movement,
Yes.
Get movement, and then we can course correct from there.
Okay,
Let's
so
get some
step
movement.
number 1 is start.
Just start doing the thing.
Doing the thing. It doesn't matter what direction you go. Just pick a door. Pick a door.
There's so many personal development people out there saying, do it scared, do it messy, do it angry, do it naked, however you have to do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just start. Nike says it.
I think
right?
that logo's already taken.
It's just start. Just put the journey of 1,000 miles starts with that single footstep.
When I first started living lucky, when we first started living lucky, actually I was the one that started it, and then Jason joined me. But I had a coach or a mentor that said to me, Jana, just pick a door. And I said, yeah, but I don't know which one to pick.
I don't want to pick the wrong door.
I don't know if I'm a speaker. I don't know if I'm an artist. I don't know if I'm a creator. I don't know if I'm a podcaster. I don't know if I'm a media person. I don't know what I am. And he was like, just pick a door. None of them are right. None of them are wrong.
Just get in one of the cars and drive.
Just pick a door, because as you start moving forward, you learn what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
Which leads us to step number 2, which is there is no failure. Failure is only feedback. And that was a huge.
And that's where the course correction gets, I got a little
Say that 5 times.
That's where the course correction gets to come in. You get to start saying, what does this feel like for me? Does this feel true and authentic to where I want to go? Does this bring me joy? Does this bring me happiness? Like, what are the things that this is it pushing me and pulling me?
Well, I know for myself, starting something new, I have very high expectations in life, right?
Really?
So many times when I do put myself out there, I immediately feel disappointed, or that I've let myself down, or that I've let other people down around me.
Yeah.
And I've had to
I think a lot of people
that.
can relate to this.
I've had to overcome that and realize, you know what? I'm a newbie. I'm just starting.
Yeah, I just started. I'm not serving hundreds of thousands and millions of people. I'm not going to get that result yet.
Why am I comparing my downloads and views to Mel Robbins? Right?
Well, I can't judge my beginning to someone else's middle or end.
I go and speak on stage and I'm thinking, well, people weren't crying and clapping and laughing. And so I'm all of a sudden I'm comparing myself to Tony Robbins.
I didn't get the standing ovation every single time.
Yet.
Right.
But that doesn't mean stop.
Right.
And that doesn't mean go in the bathroom and hide, which I've done that many times. Just going to get off stage and go in the bathroom and hide for a minute.
And to me, that kind of brings us to the third step is don't let speed bumps rewrite the story. Like don't let one thing or even a couple things.
Which is so much easier said than done. And we all have had areas of our life where we have reached a speed bump and it has wounded us so deeply that we're like, I'm not going down that road.
It doesn't even have to wound. It can just frustrate. Like technology for me can frustrate enough to where it almost gives me a mental meltdown to where I'm like, I cannot do this anymore.
Which is why
I stop.
It's taken us 6 years to get out our video podcast.
Yeah, I had a moment this morning. And this is so recent.
Okay, get vulnerable here.
We're 30 minutes ago.
Yes.
Where we have these cool light bulbs from Aperture.
Oh my gosh, they're so cool.
That they don't have to be plugged in or anything. They have to be
just
charged.
light up in your hand.
Light up in your hand. It's like a little magic trick.
Yeah, you put them over your head and you're like, woo, I just had an idea.
You can change the color, the hue, all this stuff. But one of the bulbs went out. They're not cheap bulbs, but it's what we rely on to get the lighting in the studio.
Yes.
And I could not get it to update to Bluetooth. I could not get it to light up. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not old.
Yeah, I know.
They shouldn't have any issues right now. And I was troubleshooting.
Shouldn't. The word is
troubleshooting. And
you were shooting all over yourself.
I was shooting all over that light bulb. But it got to a point where I was like, okay, walk away for 5 minutes, regroup, because I knew that we've gone through challenges like this before.
Yeah.
We get through them every single time. But in the past, I know I would have thrown that light bulb and I probably would have said, the system doesn't work. We have to upgrade to a whole new system. And we would have spent more money. We would have done all these different things. We might have even changed the whole game plan. And when you change the whole game plan, then what happens is you end up in this pattern of
it's a loop.
Recreation and starting messy again somewhere new, instead of starting from experience. Or
Jason,
it can even be starting from experience, but it feels new again, which sounds like I'm starting over, and that hurts deeper. That hurts deep inside.
You just recapped the whole podcast for today. Step number 1, just start. Just get moving, because the opposite of being stuck is creating. It's creating. It's starting. The opposite of stop is starting. The opposite of stuck is create. So just start moving. Step number 1, start. Step number 2, our failures are feedback. There are no failures. And when you actually realize this, you will have a breakthrough beyond.
Yeah, it's just an area for course correction.
It's just data. Any kind of result you get, any kind of, people will give you their, I don't want to call them criticisms, but
you get to choose what you accept and what you don't.
Constructive criticism, I guess, or they will give you some sort of reaction, maybe of their face.
Sometimes
or
people
whatnot.
are going to just give you that blow smoke up your rear end and be like, "Oh, you were amazing, you were great, you were wonderful,"
Which we can feel that as well.
That's not true. Also, sometimes it's not true though.
And also, sometimes maybe it comes in the form of monetary value, and you think, oh gosh, maybe I'm not making an impact here because it's not coming back to me money wise. Like, show me the money, then I'll know I'm doing it right.
Is it a hobby or is it a business?
There is no failure. It's only feedback.
Look at your data.
Look at the data. And don't get offended. Don't try to attach feelings to it, which leads us to step number 3. When you do face a challenge, which you will, because that's how life is designed. It's designed to help us grow, evolve,
learn, expand.
Expand. And so when you do face a minor speed bump or a challenge, how are you perceiving that?
Yeah, what's your perspective on that? And are you going to let that change your whole story and whole direction? Or are you going to say, you know what, I've been through this before. I've been through something similar to this before. I know that I can get through this also.
Now, the way Jason recapped the story of the technical difficulty.
Just a light bulb.
And our podcast is a story in itself of how we have persevered. We have found the tenacity, which I want to use this not to say, look at us, but to show that when you follow these 3 steps, you will grow confidence in yourself. This is how you start believing in yourself. And the more you start doing this, the easier it gets and the bigger the dream can become, because you have more confidence and you know that no matter what you face, you can get through it.
Yep. Confidence just comes from repeated action proving itself.
Stop waiting, start creating, because you are living lucky.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.